Look at the banana sitting in your kitchen. It's not just fruit, it's a controlled asset. Have you ever wondered who exactly decides what you eat every morning? Or why, no matter which supermarket you go to, prices seem to spike at the exact same time, as if someone just flipped a switch? If you think you're free to choose what you buy, you're falling for the trap. Today, you're going to discover the truth about the company that handles more money than the GDP of almost every country on Earth. An entity that doesn't just own the bananas, it owns the entire system. They are called BlackRock. And I'm warning you, what you're about to see in the next few minutes will change the way you look at a price tag forever. Especially when we get to Aladdin, the artificial intelligence that knows you're going to be hungry before you do. Stay with me, because if you don't understand who's pulling the strings, you are the puppet. Be invisible monopoly. Chiquita, Dole, Del Monte? Those are probably the names you see on the stickers, but those names are just a facade. If we start pulling the money trail, something strange happens. Chiquita belongs to one group, which belongs to another fund, which finally leads back to BlackRock. But wait, you go to Dole and it's the same story. You look at the fertilizers used to grow that banana, and they own the companies. You look at the ships that transport them, and the fuel is provided by companies where they are the majority shareholders. It's a cross-ownership structure. In simple terms, BlackRock owns Company A and its competitor, Company B. Think about it for a second. If you own Coca-Cola and Pepsi at the same time, do you really care who wins the soda war? No, you care that the market goes up. And if you decide the price needs to increase, there's no competition to stop you because you are the competition. But how did a single office in New York gain this much power over your dinner table? This is where it gets dark. The consumer's error. Most people think, well, I'll just buy from the local market. But what bank do you use to pay? What platform did you see the ad for that market on? What software does the cashier use to ring you up? BlackRock doesn't just buy food companies, it buys the infrastructure of modern life. Imagine the world is a casino. BlackRock isn't a player. BlackRock owns the building, manufactures the cards, sells the drinks, and controls security. It doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, the house always collects. But here's an open loop no one tells you about. There's a mechanism, a digital brain that coordinates all this chaos to maximize profit for a select few. It's called Aladdin. And no, it has nothing to do with genies or magic carpets, though what it does looks like economic black magic. Aladdin is a network of 5,000 computers monitoring every fraction of a second of the global economy. It analyzes risks, predicts disasters, and most importantly, tells BlackRock where to put the money before the rest of the world even knows something is happening. If Aladdin predicts a drought in Ecuador, BlackRock has already moved its pieces so that when you get to the supermarket and see bananas 30% more expensive, they've already made millions from that spike. Do you feel comfortable knowing a machine decided the price of your breakfast based on an algorithm for infinite profit? The sustainability trap. This is where the pattern interrupt comes in. You've probably heard of ESG criteria: environment, social, and governance. Sounds good, right? We want ethical bananas and a green world. But in BlackRock's hands, this is a weapon of total control. If a banana company doesn't follow BlackRock's suggestions, they cut off their capital flow. They can literally bankrupt any industry giant simply by turning off the money faucet. It's not a suggestion, it's an order dictated by a fund managing over $10 trillion. To give you an idea of the scale, if that money were seconds, we'd be talking about 317,000 years. They're using your own money, your pension funds, your savings, your insurance, to buy the companies that then sell you more expensive products. It's the perfect circle. You give them the power so they can control what you consume. Is there a way out? Now, before you throw your fruit bowl out the window, there's something you need to know. There is a weak point in this system. The system depends on your ignorance. It depends on you continuing to believe that brand A and brand B are different. Next time you see an unjustified price hike, don't just blame inflation. Look at who is behind the inflation. BlackRock isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a mathematical reality documented in SEC filings. They own the bananas, the houses, the hospitals, and the media outlets telling you everything is fine. But the final question is the most important one. If they control the supply, the price, and the information, where does their ownership end and your freedom begin? Today we talked about bananas, but tomorrow we could be talking about the water you drink or the air you breathe, because to them, everything is an asset. And in a world where everything has an owner, you're left over if you don't produce profit. If this video opened your eyes, there's something much bigger BlackRock is buying right now that affects your bank account directly. I'll tell you all about it in this video right here. Don't let the algorithm decide for you. Click and discover the next layer of the game. See you there.